Hey, Twin Cities, it's your girl, Glam Life Kim, and right now I am in the building with one of my favoriteest people in the Twin Cities, Mr. Anthony Taylor. What's up, bro?
I'm good, sis, man. I thought about you. First of all, favorite is, right?
There it is.
And one of these days, man, we gonna get them matching shirts that say that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we gonna walk around favorite person with the arrows.
I was thinking it.
So it's I'm doing well. It's always good to see you.
You as well.
It's always good to be in the studio. It's always good to wake up and don't see no snow on the ground.
Oh, my God. Wake up with the same mind.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo, we ain't got to deal with the snow. Looking at the forecast, it's going to be 40s.
I know. I can't believe it. Like, we've had an extraordinary year.
We've been blessed.
Yes.
For those of us, y'all, who don't like the snow, we've been blessed.
We have been blessed.
But, it's a whole bunch of people, man, that's like, where is snow at?
Yeah, because they want to involve themselves in those winter activities. And I get it. I get it.
Embrace
too. The snow.
Embrace the snow. Remember years ago we said we was going to embrace the snow. How's that going for you?
Hasn't happened.
It ain't happening for me either. we trying, but
we talk a good talk.
Yeah. You looking good today too. Love the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm repping New York today, y'all.
Okay.
But we do have a very special guest in the building today with us.
In the building. I'm in the building. I'm gonna throw it to him with some hot sauce, y'all. So and we also got somebody on the line too that I want to be able to bring on. But listen, y'all, welcome to Minneapolis 360. I'm your host, Anthony Taylor from the city of Minneapolis. Always my blessing and privilege to be here on KMOJ every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. Doing it for y'all, doing it for the people, the community. Always one of my favorite parts of the week to be here. And y'all already know me. It's always like, when I can get to talk about like my favorite things to talk about, I get a little boost of energy, Kim. My swag get a little bit better. My voice get a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? So when it's a topic that I love, I'm always excited.
All in, of course.
Because you know what next month is, right?
Oh my God, it's Black History Month.
It is Black History Month in the city of Minneapolis.
Yes.
So beautiful thing. Always a pleasure to have my guest on. I'm going to bring them on to talk about a lot of exciting things that are happening the month of February in the city of Minneapolis, sponsored by the city of Minneapolis, brought to you by M-Band, one of the best, I think, ERGs on the planet. But first, before we get started, y'all, just listen. Always a couple tidbits I got to throw to y'all. And it's a big election coming up in November. The early voting center is open, 980 East Hennepin Avenue. You can also vote early downtown Hennepin County Government Center. Everybody know that, where that's at. But this is big, y'all. I mean, I think if anybody been, at least, a lot of us don't really necessarily track until it gets early into the fall, but start tracking some of this stuff already, man. We've already had an Iowa caucus. We've already had a New Hampshire primary. Just, be up to it. But if you want to vote early, those two places are open. Also, y'all, you can adopt some animals. Fees have been dropped in the city of Minneapolis. So if you want to take a look at adopting an animal, you can always go to minneapolis.gov/animal control. I think that's an important. All these cats and dogs need a little home. I've been thinking about doing that too. Like, I need a nice little dog for my son.
Yes,
you know what I'm
should
saying?
do it.
I should, but I need a dog assistant because he ain't going.
That's a lot of work. It's like having a whole nother kid.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Now you're gonna have two kids.
I know that. I know. And it's like, oh my God. So, but that shouldn't stop anybody else, right? If you want to adopt an animal, these fees have decreased significantly. So please make sure if you are available or willing or need it, minneapolis.gov/animal control. It's one of the best things I think you can do for your family. And also, listen, last thing before I kick it over to my guest, the Community Connections Conference is happening on February 17th at the Downtown Convention Center, y'all. This is a beautiful conference that our department always puts on. It's the 11th annual that we've put on, and it's free to the public, free food, free entertainment, free workshops. It's a resource fair. And listen, I think a lot of people out there have been to our Community Connections Conference. It is so dope. And every time I talk to people, they're like, yeah, man, your conference was great. So you're able to get some resources, talk to people, one of the beautiful things about our community is so small and diverse. It's almost like a family reunion, right? When you get in there and you see folks, you start hugging, and you forget you at work. The exciting thing about it is that it is free to the public. So I also want people to come down there, enjoy yourself, have a great time at the Community Connections Conference again. February 17th at the Convention Center downtown. If you want more information, go to minneapolis.gov/CCC. Register, bring your family. We've got some animals coming. Chief is going to be there. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Chief is always there, y'all. So, hey, and really, I already gave it away. We talking about Black History Month. I got two people on the line that I am excited to have on the show. First of all, I want to bring in Sherlonda Clarke from the Civil Rights Department. How you doing, Sherlonda? Welcome to Minneapolis 360.
I am well. It is good to be back, and I love the Community Connections Conference, but I still feel like I'm at work. I'm just gonna put that out there. But I do love it, and we do want the community to come meet us. We want to welcome you. We want to tell you about the resources. You're paying for it. These are your tax dollars. Come and let us make sure you know what we're up to, because we are here to serve you. Wonderful to be here.
Yeah, Sherlonda, always kicking those facts. I love it. And in studio, Minneapolis, we have Chief Bryan Tyner, Fire Chief of the City of Minneapolis, in studio.
How you doing,
What's
everybody?
going on, man?
Man, it's a lot going on, and we're going to talk about it, but it's a beautiful day today. I'm right with you with the snow. I'm loving this snow vacation, loving this community connections coming up. We got a lot of information for that, and man, I'm just loving life.
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing. Good to have both of y'all on. It's always good to have people in the studio, too. So,
it is.
And y'all are really two big people who have played a big part in putting together Black History Month programming for the city of Minneapolis. I've been lucky enough to attend a few meetings, and I see the intentionality on both of you and the planning committee on having a Black History Month program for the city of Minneapolis, and it's a beautiful thing. So, Sherlonda, I'm going to kick it to you, and then I'm going to kick it to the chief. Like, just talk to the community about how did this come together to really observe and celebrate our culture and Black History Month all together.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that we are committed to as the city of Minneapolis, we have an employee group. We call it MBEND, stands for the Black Employee Network. And as Anthony mentioned, I also agree that I think it's one of the best ones on the planet. No shade to anybody else, but, you know, we do what we do, and we do it with excellence. And part of what we want to make sure that we do is to shine a light on the contributions, the accomplishments. We want to tell our story, because all too often it gets left out, it gets whitewashed, it gets eliminated altogether. And if you don't know where you come from, how will you know where you're going? So this is our opportunity to make sure that our story gets told, that we show gratitude to our foremothers and forefathers, and even talk about what's going on today, because it's not just what has happened, it's what is happening and what is to be. So we came together as a group of employees, and just also wanting to let people know this is in addition to our work. This is a labor of love. This is something that we want to do for community, for one another, so we can gather together and just have fellowship and have time and really take this month and make it our own. So we have a lot of events planned for the community, for us to meet one another, and I'm super excited about it.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Kim.
No, I was just going to say that's wonderful.
It's beautiful. And listen, Kim, when Sherlonda and Chief start to break down the activity, man. So I can't wait to see your face and what community say. Yeah. So listen, if you got any questions for Chief or Sherlonda, call 612-377-3456. And Chief, this has been going on for a while, right? So just talk about how long it's been going on and kind of the collaboration that's been happening.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. I do want to mention that it is a collaboration. It's not just the Minneapolis Black Employee Network. It is also our counterparts with Hennepin County actually help us to plan.
Shout out to Hennepin.
Yep. So we've been collaborating on this with about 6 or 7 years now. You know, it's one of those deals where we decided to kind of collaborate our resources to kind of really put this on and take some of the burden off of any one or two particular people, but also just for the camaraderie.
That's right.
For us to have opportunity to get together.
That's right. That's 100% right. Minneapolis, we're talking about Black History Month celebrations in the city of Minneapolis. And listen, this is just the city of Minneapolis focus. There's going to be a ton of events throughout our community for February and for Black History. So please, how you get your information, get it. We specifically talking about Minneapolis. And one of the beauties about this group that I've been able to be a part of is the fact that it is collaborative. It's almost like family, right? Everybody pulling their resources together, say, hey, I got a connection here. I got a connection over here. I got somebody who maybe can give us a little discount here and there where we need it. You know what I'm saying? So just talk about, and both of you, I'll go to you, Chief, first, and then Sherlonda. Just talk about the beauty of how all of this stuff just kind of develops, right?
It is a beautiful thing. As Sherlonda said, it's something that we're doing outside of our normal work duties. So, it really takes a lot of collaboration. It really takes a lot of people using their resources, using their connections to put this together. And I think we've really come up with a good program this year. And I'm really excited to talk about it. But it comes together every year. Every year, we come into it like, how are we going to pull this off again this year? And every year, we're able to do it. So
that's 100% right. Yeah. And go ahead, add to that, Sherlonda.
Absolutely. One of the things that I love, this is something that we're very mindful about. We have been planning since November. So the group comes together, the whole collaborative with, again, City of Minneapolis, our colleagues over in Hennepin County. We've been meeting weekly, every Tuesday, y'all, over the lunch hour, noon to 1.
I usually don't take lunch meetings unless lunch is being served.
That's right. That's right.
I've eaten my lean cuisine and at the meeting at the same time, and because we're getting that work done. And it is wonderful. I have been able to meet colleagues across the city that we just don't get to see because we all are doing different things in the building at different times. We're in different buildings. We're all spread out. So it's a wonderful time just for us to come together and say, hey, girl, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Sherlonda. It's a pleasure. So it's been a labor of love. It's been a wonderful way for us to build community. And I am super excited about the offerings on the table of the things we have going on this month. I think folks are really going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Talking with Sherlonda Clarke, Chief Bryan Tyner, Sherlonda Clarke from the Civil Rights Department. Everybody know the chief. You know what I'm saying? So we know him. So Sherlonda, I want to kick it to you first on this one, right? So as we get into the programming, just talk about what the kickoff looks like, right? There's a Black History Month kickoff. Kind of go into depth a little bit about what that looks like, when, and all the details.
Absolutely. So the kickoff actually starts tomorrow. So Thursday, January 25th, we are starting with a breakfast. I actually have the distinct honor of being the MC for our breakfast reception as in celebration and kickoff. We will have our council members speaking, the mayor will be speaking, and we're just going to recognize Black excellence. It's going to be celebrating and starting us off on the right accord. So we're all going to come together. We're going to recognize leaders across the city and in the county. And then after we fellowship and have a little something to eat, we're walking over to the council chambers because there actually is a resolution. So this is going to be official. This is not just us saying it. It's going to be in the record, on the record, and that is what tomorrow is all about. So 8 o'clock, City Hall, the Rotunda. We will, again, have just some time together. We will be hearing from Black leaders across the city and the county, and then we're going to go and make it official with the council.
Absolutely. A beautiful thing. And I think, Sherlonda, you're so right? This is like really intentional. This is not just some dog and pony show, right? This is real about how we've been able to authentically put this together and make this kickoff real. And Chief, I'm going to turn it to you. Just talk about how important it is to have a kickoff, right? And to be able to say, hey, listen, we are all here. We about to do this. We about to celebrate. But now we just going to have this. We're going to have this resolution and we're going to go at it.
Yeah, I think it's vitally important. And I think it's vitally important that we do it before the events actually happen. This gives us a chance to get together, to break bread, talk to each other on a casual level, hear from our Black leaders. They're even giving me the mic to put it my little 2 cents in.
Come on now.
And really have an official kickoff with the council resolution. I think all of that is important because it launches us into Black History Month. It lets everybody know what's coming up, lets them plan to be able to attend the things that they want to attend. And I just think it's the right way to start things.
Absolutely.
And I just think it's vitally important, other than just, putting a poster on the wall and then seeing it.
That's right, and sending the email. Yeah. Right, yeah, 100%.
Correct.
Yeah, super with you, Chief. So, listen, this is what I want to do, because I know we probably got people out there waiting to get their pens and their phones about what y'all talking about, Ant. You talking about Black History Month, all this programming is going on, and we don't know what it is. So
yeah, they want to get down.
They want to get down to the get down, right? And I'm not mad, because I would be too. So, listen, Sherlonda, I want you to kick us off, right? So, talk about the first couple weeks on what we should expect for Black History Month programming in the city of Minneapolis.
All right, so we're actually going to start by just letting folks know each Black History Month there actually is a national, because this is something we do nationally, and there is a theme every year. This year's theme is the arts and celebrating the arts, and I am excited about that because how much talent we have produced. I don't know if it's the snow. I don't know if it's the ice. I don't know what it is, but Minnesota and Minneapolis in particular, have produced global superstars.
That's right.
And so it is about Black music and the arts that we are celebrating. We are actually going to kick it off. The chief is more than the chief of fire. He's just the chief of bringing it all.
Okay.
Because he knows all the people with the people, and one of our first events is going to be happening on February 7th. It is Black music and the arts, the Minneapolis Sound. All right, now we are going to have a panel discussion about the Black contribution to music, which could be a whole course. That could be a whole major in college, what we have contributed to music from the beginning of music up until now. But this will focus specifically on the Minneapolis Sound. It's going to be from noon to 1:30, because we tried to do it over the lunch hour so folks would have some flexibility with their schedule. You can come when you can, leave when you got to go, but we want you there. We want to see your faces. It's going to be room 100, Public Service Building. That's right downtown across from City Hall. Any additional things about the Minneapolis Sound, Chief? You want to tell them who's going to be on the panel? You want to hit them with it?
Yeah, absolutely. We try to make it as informational as possible. So we brought in some of the pioneers of the Minneapolis Sound. So on our panel, Andre Simone will be there to talk about his journey and his contributions to the Minneapolis Sound. Gary Hines, the director of the Sounds of Blackness, will be in attendance to talk about his journey and his contributions to the Minneapolis Sound. I had a third person planned. The scheduling didn't work out, but our moderator is going to be none other than KMOJ's own Walter Q-Bear Banks.
Q-Bear Banks in the building. In the building. Hey, that's star-studded. That's star-studded. Like, I think I need to, put on my slacks and all of that. I mean, that sounds official, right?
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want to get in Chief's cell phone, because he knows all the people.
All the people.
Who you got in this Rolodex?
Okay.
Who you got in the Rolodex, Chief?
He's the plug.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah, he's humble. Real humble. I love it, Chief. So, Sherlonda, listen, February 14th, what's going on?
So on February 14th, that's our second week. Again, we're doing at least one thing every week. So you can put it on your calendar, save the date, just think, oh, wait a minute, what's going on this week? So on February 14th, this is our Race, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Department is hosting a Black and Belonging program. And again, this is going to be a panel discussion with folks from the community, again, happening from noon to 1:30, this time in room 11 of the Public Service Building. And this is going to be an opportunity for us to come together and really think about, how do we build community? How do we come together? How do we not only survive, but thrive in a place that we're having an atypical, where you can have snow up to your knees for 6 months in a row. Right. It's like, how do we, y'all know we weren't built for that.
That's right.
But
still ain't.
But we're making it happen regardless. And so it is our opportunity for that one on the 14th to just see, how do we make this happen? what does it look like for us? How do we define it so we know where we're going?
Absolutely. Like 7th is the Black Music and Arts in Minneapolis Sound. Y'all heard the panel February 14th, Black and Belonging, being around our people, Kim, for a period of time. It's just a beautiful thing for the soul, right?
It will be.
Love it. And then, Chief, so talk about February 21st, man. What's going on February 21st? And then Sherlonda talked about every week there's a program. So the 21st, what's happening?
February 21st, I'm really excited about. The third week is usually the biggest week of the Black History Month celebration because it's the week when we have our History Makers at Home awards ceremony. But before we do that, we're going to have some fun.
All right.
So it isn't all about panels and learning. We're actually going to, on February 21st at noon, we're going to have Family Feud.
Uh-oh.
We're going to play Family Feud. We're going to do the city versus the county. And just have a little fun with it, man, and get together and be together.
Okay.
And that's going to happen at North Point Conference Center, right over here on the north side, 1256 Penn Avenue North. We're also going to have mindfulness and higher creativity online experience with Joy. I'm going to say her name wrong, but I'm going to say Quayadu.
You was close.
I think that's perfect.
I was close. Help me out.
Yeah, that's it. Go
Okay,
ahead,
all right.
All right.
And then, finish that up with the History Makers at Home celebration. The History Makers at Home celebration, which is taking place right down the street here at the Capri Theater. It's a celebration of Black leaders and upcoming Black leaders. And it covers a lot of different areas, but the History Makers at Home.
And that's February 22nd,
That's
right?
February 27th. I was fortunate enough to receive one in 2022.
Yes,
and it was one of the biggest honors, of my life to be able to be recognized by your own people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, if you don't do anything, be at that.
I heard
it's going to be a beautiful thing.
Yes. We want you at everything, but History Makers at Home, it's going to fill you with so much pride and inspiration. And I'm not just saying that because this is one of the events that I have the honor of leading, but we really are recognizing what is going on now. So again, when we think about Black History Month, we don't want to only think about way back when. It's also what's happening now, because we are still doing amazing things and we want y'all to know about it. So February 22nd, Capri Theater, 11 to 1:30. All are welcome. Please come out. Please come out. We would love to see you.
Yes, 11 to 1:30. And if you don't know, the Capri Theater is at 2027 West Broadway Avenue, right here on the north side. And finally, in week 4.
Hold on. See, we need to drum roll this or something, right?
Yeah. And I was going to also ask, though, will the community get a chance to meet and greet with you guys? Everybody that has made an impact in our community, will they be able to shake hands?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Yes. So make sure you guys come out so you can be able to put some faces with the names that you hear.
Absolutely. And know some of the Black employees in the city and from the county to come in. And one of the beautiful things about that event, History Makers at Home, and Sherlonda had talked about it, we honor and need to give our roses to our folks in the community that are doing the work while they are here, right? And there's so many people in our community that's doing great work. And of course, it's always good to get recognition, but the greatest recognition is from our people to us, because it comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of appreciation. And we see you, we see you, right? And that's the biggest thing that I think the most important thing about that is getting an award from somebody who looks like us and knows our struggle, our passion, and all of that stuff, right, Chi?
Absolutely. And if it's like me, you don't even know that it's coming, and then they just hit you with it boom, we want to, recognize you on this day with this award. And it was just a big
beautiful thing. Yeah. And listen, I wanted to save this because this is my favorite. So Chief was just going to jump into it like it was just the second, the second sit right here.
We're doing another drum roll.
So Chief, February 28th, what's going on?
Rock your crown.
What that mean, Chief?
All right now.
What that mean, Chief?
So this is the event where hair rules, right? Okay. Your crown is what you wear every day. It announces your kingness, your queenness, your reign. And we're going to have, basically, it's going to be like.
It's a hair show.
It's
We're having a hair show.
It's a hair show.
Tell them like it is.
But it also recognizes the Rock Your Crown, not the Rock Your Crown, the Crown Act.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Crown Act.
Yeah. They should call it the Rock Your Crown Act. But
They should.
Yeah.
Right.
And Sherlonda, I'm gonna kick it to you real quick. Talk about the importance of the Crown Act, sister.
Yeah.
The importance of as someone who is with you right now, who's had her hair in our glorious natural form for the last 15 years, this is so crucial because we know hair, whether we want it to be or not, is political.
Mm-hmm.
And we have been made to change ourselves to try to fit some type of mold that was never fit for us in the first place. And one of the great things about the Crown Act is basically saying, come as you are.
That's right.
There is nothing. We're going to decriminalize our braids, our locks, our natural afros. We're going to come. That still looks professional. And this is an opportunity to celebrate that. So whether you have a head full of locks, whether you are rocking a silk press, whether you are beautifully bald like the chief, doesn't matter. We want you there.
And me.
Rock
And
your
me.
crown.
Don't
We're just
forget.
gonna come together.
Right.
Absolutely. And public, like, think like hair shows, and you see them all the time. Think Bronner's Brothers, like one of the most important ones that we have in this country. Like, we having a hair show, y'all, in the city of Minneapolis,
right here,
in our building, right? So listen, February 28th at the Public Service Center. Please come. It starts at what time, Chief?
Starts at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Now, this is free to the public, right?
It is free to the public.
Absolutely.
Everything we do is free to the public. Everything.
Yes.
Everything we've talked about is free to the public.
Free and open.
And free and open.
Free and open.
To the public.
So,
Yes.
and Sherlonda, I love the fact that you had broke down the Crown Act. A lot of people don't necessarily know the details about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I love this whole show, and Minneapolis is full disclosure, we tried to do this last year too, as part of our planning with the millions of pounds of winter snow that we got. We had to delay that. So I think a lot of people who are part of that planning committee are super excited about this. Yes. Shout out to Donald Brown. Shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Sherlonda. Shout out to Shanice. Like, everybody is really excited on that group to be able to put this together. Hair show, y'all, February 28th at the Public Service Building downtown. Go ahead, Chief.
The Rock Your Crown show was supposed to happen last year, but we had a big winter storm
that's what I just said.
That canceled it, man. Yeah. So I thought you was.
You're excited.
I don't know if you said it specifically.
So
well, I'm gonna emphasize it.
I heard that.
It was supposed to happen last year.
Do we get a sneak peek on some of these stylists who will be?
Hey.
Was that?
You got to be there.
Oh, you got to be
gotta
there,
be
y'all.
there.
So
You will not be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed.
Okay.
And
Yes.
and as we wrap up the show real quick, Sherlonda and Chief, I'm just going to give you guys about 20 seconds just to tell just how much of a factor and how you feel blessed to be a part of this whole process to plan that. For about 20 seconds, I'm going to shoot it to you, Sherlonda, then you, Chief.
Good.
For me, this is the highest honor because it's an opportunity for us to show ourselves that love that we don't always get. And so I am just appreciative to be able to use the gifts and talents that I have to bless our community. And so that in and of itself is a blessing. We want to see all of you out here. We love you. It's open, and we can't wait to meet you.
Go ahead, Chief.
For me, it's a blessing because every year more and more people get involved and more people participate in the planning. I end up meeting new people, new Black employees from both the city and Hennepin County every year as a part of this process. And we all just enjoy it. You know, we enjoy the planning, but we really enjoy the events together. And it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Another beautiful thing is to have both y'all two strong, intelligent Black people on this show. Sherlonda, I appreciate everything you do for this committee. Also, your work in the Civil Rights Department. Shout out to Alberta Director Gillespie. And Chief, you just the chief, bro. Like, I appreciate you. You always show, bro. Like, I just want to give you your roses, Mike. Round. Like, every time somebody call you, bro, you show up.
You
show up, man. And that's the beauty of it, man. And I'm so glad that I have a relationship with you, and the city can count on you, man, just to be there. Mm-hmm. You answer the bell every time, bro. And I want to be able to say thank you to that, brother.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
You embarrassed me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
all right.
We appreciate the truth. He's speaking the truth.
It's the truth, Chief. It's the truth. So, hey, thank y'all. Black
Thank
History
you,
Month,
guys.
Minneapolis. It's a beautiful thing. Appreciate it. It's all good.
All right.
All right.
Hold on. I always wanted to do
one more
this.
thing. Let's see.
This is Chief Tyner. Keep the dial locked to 89.9 KMOJ.
Look at you, man.
The People's
Okay.
Station.
Trying to take some jobs.
Right. All right. On that note.
I gotta leave that one alone. Go ahead,
Wait,
Chief.
let me see how. Wait, do it one more time. I want to see how you would announce my show. Tell them to tune in to Back in the Day with Glam Life Kim on Sundays, 6 to 10.
Tune in to Glam Life with Kim from 6 to 10.
Hold on, Tyler.
One
more quick
Back
take.
in the day.
Right,
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Sorry, say it again. Say it again.
Okay, tune in to Back in the Day with Glam Life Kim on Sundays from 6 to 10.
Tune in to Back in the Day with Glam Life Kim every Sunday from 6 to 10.
Oh,
Get this man a job.
Hey, yeah, I know that.
Get this man
Hey,
a job.
that's a mic drop. I gotta go with that one, Kim.